Welcome back everybody, my name is Nick930 and today we're going to do a quick summary of the PlayStation E3 2016 conference. If you'd like to see these trailers on your own, there will be links in the description below. Alright, so starting off, we're going to be looking at God of War. Now, God of War was leaked a little while ago, and all the leaks suggested that it was going to take place in a Norse mythology, and those leaks appear to be true. Kratos is now father to a young boy. We're not exactly sure how that works out. We're going to have to figure that out when we play the game itself. But it looks like they actually changed the gameplay significantly. This is not like the old God of War. This is a lot more like Tomb Raider and Uncharted in how it's played. You can even see when Kratos walks into new areas, he discovers locations, suggesting this might be an open-world God of War game. But that is not confirmed. I am not positive that's the case yet. One thing's for sure, there is a very strong story element to this game that was not in the previous God of War games. I personally hope there's still lots of hack and slash and intense combat like the old God of War games. But it does appear they're trying to take this game in a different direction and try something different with the IP. Next up, we got a brief glimpse at Resident Evil 7, and it appears they took a lot of inspiration from the very popular PT demo here. This is no longer the fast-paced Resident Evil 5 or 6 that a lot of people were disappointed with. It looks like they're really trying to go for a totally different approach to Resident Evil, make it all about the horror and make it a lot darker and a lot grittier. So this might work for them because that's what made the game so special to begin with. But we'll see once we actually see real gameplay footage of this game, whether or not it really is a true survival horror game. Now we have a brand new IP for the PlayStation system, and I'm pretty sure this is an exclusive game. This is called Days Gone. Now Days Gone appears to be The Last of Us 2, but it is not. This is a zombie game where you play as a biker out in the wilderness, and it's unclear what the story is exactly, but it does remind me a lot of Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead, and that looks awesome. The gameplay they showed at the very end of their conference showed him taking on a ton of zombies. They were just pouring out of windows and they were climbing all over each other. It kind of looked like World War Z. So this looks like it could be a very cool game. I was a little skeptical when they first started showing it off, thinking, really another zombie game? But this looks promising. This might be a game to look out for. Next up, we have a game by Insomniac, the developers behind Ratchet & Clank, and this is a brand new Spiderman game. I did not expect this at all. This actually looks pretty interesting. I have never been that big of a fan of Spider-Man, but this I might check out. It looks like a lot of fun, very fluid gameplay, and the graphics look incredible. Sony also gave us more Last Guardian gameplay, and believe it or not, they actually gave us a release date. The Last Guardian for PlayStation 4 will be releasing October 25th, 2016. We also got another look at Guerrilla Games' new IP, Horizon Zero Dawn. And we also have a release date, though I'm not sure if this is a confirmed release date, but this is on PlayStation's website, February 28th, 2017. So early 2017, that's not too far away. This looks awesome as well. A very unique and different game. We've never seen something like this before, so I'm looking forward to that one. We also got a gameplay reveal for Detroit Become Human, another game by Quantic Dreams, the developer behind Heavy Rain. So if you like very story-driven games where all your decisions and all your choices inevitably affect the outcome of your story, this game is definitely for you. Just be aware that this game does not have action like most games. You actually had to just make choices and watch how they play out. It is more of a movie game, very, very story-driven, so just be aware of that when you decide to pre-order this or purchase this. There was also a new gameplay trailer for Gran Turismo Sport. If you'd like to see that, be sure to check out the description, it'll be there. And of course, PlayStation made sure to talk about PlayStation VR, which will be released October 13th and will cost $399 or $400 if you want to simplify it. It will actually come with 50 games at launch, including Farpoint, which appears to be a type of space thriller game that takes place in first person, and it looks like you're on Mars, I'm not positive. That does look pretty good. It doesn't look the best, but it does look interesting for a VR game. There's also going to be a Star Wars fighter game where you can fly an X-Wing, and also a Batman game, but there was only a teaser. We don't exactly know what that means, what it's going to be like. They also advertised a pretty poor demo of a Final Fantasy in VR. I was not impressed by this at all. It looked pretty cheesy, pretty poorly done. So far I'm not exactly sold on the VR experience. This is the cheapest option out there. The other options are the Vive and the Oculus Rift. Both are very expensive. But the real problem is the games. There just aren't that many games to really enjoy with these VR headsets. So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. I'm sure this is not really the generation for VR, but perhaps next generation will get a lot better content. PlayStation also talked about Lego Star Wars 7. I do not have any gameplay footage of that, but I will leave a link in the description for you. And finally, Sony finally has brought Crash Bandicoot back. But he is in Skylanders, and not in his own game. Thankfully, they did reveal that they will be making 3 remasters of the Crash Bandicoot games, the original 3 Crash Bandicoot games. It is not clear if they're just going to be remakes or remasters, whether or not it's going to be the original code or if it's going to be completely redone, similar to Ratchet & Clank. Hopefully it's the latter. I would love to see a brand new, clean-looking Crash Bandicoot game on the PlayStation 4. But considering they just put Crash Bandicoot in Skylanders, I'm very skeptical right now. So that's it. Thank you for everybody for watching. That was Sony's E3 conference in 2016. Be sure to check out the description for links to the actual trailers if you want to check them out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.